Good morning, Knights. It's Mrs. Hackensmith. Today is Thursday, April 30th. This is going to be the last school day for our week for this week. So I'm going to combine the matrix work for Thursday and Friday. There will not be a video tomorrow, and there will not be a video on Monday. Because the governor has lengthened our district learning to go to the end of the school year, we are going to take tomorrow and Monday to get the next matrices ready for you and your next district distance learning packets ready for you. So this gives us some time to go to school and get everything all bagged up, and we're going to bag up everything that's in your desk. And we're going to bag up everything that's from your locker. And then on Monday from 11 to 3:30, Mom and Dad are going to come to the school and they're going to pick everything up for you. So this is going to be the last distribution time, the last pickup day. So let's see. Anything else I need to tell you about that? So tomorrow on Friday, May 1st, there will not be a video. And then again on Monday, May 4th, there will not be a video. So we will begin our final set of distance learning on Tuesday, May 5th. Okay, so May 5th on that Tuesday will be the next time that you'll see a video from me. Okay, so saying that, I have the matrix here. And for today, we were supposed to read from our Lions at Lunchtime book. We were supposed to read the big, bold, black words that are in our book. And remember, I'm going to try to find one here. And remember, when we find the big, black, bolded words right here, those are the facts. Facts are something that are always true. So these are the facts about the different animals found in Africa. So what you are going to do for today, you are going to go to your packet on page 11. And it's called African Animals. And what you are going to do is you are going to look through the book, and whenever you come to a page that has those big black bolded words on it, you're going to reread that paragraph, and it's going to give you information about the animals that are found in Africa. Now, the book didn't do this for elephants, so I did elephants for you. Okay? So when you look at your packet, you're going to see that elephants are already done. Oh, there goes my dog again. Just ignore him. So elephants are the largest land animal. Elephants use their trunks in many ways. And predators of elephants are the lions and the hyenas. So this is how I want you to do it. You can tell I started writing way up here at the top of the box, because you're going to write down different facts that you learn about from each animal. Okay? So you're going to write information about the giraffes, about the honey guides, about the hyenas, the zebras, and the lions. Okay? Just the facts, things that are always true. And you're going to find that information by looking through all 10 of the chapters in your book, and you're going to read those black paragraphs, and you're going to write down the facts that you learn. They don't have to be in complete sentences. I did mine in complete sentences. If you want to do yours in complete sentences, because you're probably just going to copy it right from the book, you certainly can do that. So it should be able to be spelled correctly, because you're getting everything straight from the book and you're just copying it from the book onto the box that coordinates with the animal. All right. Then on Friday on the matrix, it tells you to design a new cover for the book Lions at Lunchtime. So in your packet, if you turn to page 12, up here at the top it says, book covers give a reader an idea of what a book will be about. Students often choose books based on covers that capture their interest. Use the space below to design a new book cover for this Magic Treehouse book. So I do not want you to copy this one. You know how we did for Dr. Seuss when we did our books, we just copied the cover? I do not want your cover to look like this at all. It can say Lions at Lunchtime, but that's about it. I want you to think of a different cover that you could put on here to show what the book is all about. Okay? Now there might be a lion in there somewhere because it is called Lions at Lunchtime. But I want you to think about it and be creative. Then, if you want to, you can take a picture of your new cover and you can upload it onto Seesaw if you are able to. And then you can also do the same thing here with page 11. You can take a picture of this. Now remember, you got to get really close so that I'm able to read your writing. Or if you want to record, you could record your facts about what you learned about each animal. Okay, so that is reading for today. And on Friday, if you want to do it on Friday. So, page 11, page 12. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over to the book camera and we're going to take a look at our math. So, I will see you in just a minute. Okay. So here we are now, again, looking at the matrix for our math lesson. Today we are going to correct the independent practice on lesson 7 that you did the other day. And then we are going to do all of lesson 8, but we're going to do it together as like a guided practice. So at the end of the video, the only homework you should have is the page 11 talking about the African animals and the page 12 doing a new cover for the book. You should not have any math left to do because we're going to do it together. All right, so let's take a look at 569. 569 is what you were supposed to do yesterday, and today we're going to correct it. So we have the number of brothers. This is what your line plot should look like. You have 3 people that have no brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4 people that have 1 brother. No people have 2 brothers. 3 people have 3 brothers. And 1 person has 4 brothers. Remember down here, these are the number of brothers. And then these are the number of people who have that many brothers. Okay, number 4, now we're counting the number of cousins. So we have 3 people have 4 cousins. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people have 5 cousins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have 6 cousins. And if we look over here, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people have 7 cousins. Now, make sure you're making your X's nice and little and you're leaving enough space so that you can tell the difference between them and that they are going vertically up in a nice straight line. You got to keep them nice and neat. All right, let's take a look at the number of aunts. So this line plot tells us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people had 3 aunts. 3 people had 4 aunts. 2 people had 5 aunts. And 3 people had 6 aunts. Okay, remember this is the number of people. All right, so your line plot should look like mine. Okay, let's turn it over and let's try the brain builders back here. Eli asked 10 classmates how many glasses of water they drink each day. 2 people said 1 glass of water. So here is my number of glasses of water. Here's my 1 glass of water. And 2 people, 1, 2. 2 people said they drink 1 glass of water every day. Now notice how I started at the bottom and my X's go up and they're pretty little. Let's read the other information. 3 people said 0 cups of water every day. So this is my 0 glasses of water. 3 people. 1, 2, 3. So 3 people said, nope, I don't drink any glasses of water during the day. Okay. Then, let's see, we had 3 people said 4 glasses of water every day. So I'm going to go to my 4 glasses of water. Here's my 4. And 3 people. 1, 2, 3. So 3 people said they drink 4 glasses of water. Okay, then the last one says everyone else said 6 glasses. Everyone else. Well, we got to figure out how many is everybody else, right? Okay, so let's see. We're going to go back up here. Eli asked 10 classmates. So let's see how many people we've already plotted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 people we've already plotted. So we want to get up to 10. So 8, 9, 10. So the rest said 6 glasses of water, and the rest is 2 people. So we're going to go to the 6 glasses of water. We're going to put the 2 people who drink 6 glasses of water every day. Now we should have our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is our line plot to show the information about how many glasses of water people drink every day. Okay, let's look at number 7. Sydney asked 15 friends how many times they exercise each week. So these numbers are the number of times they exercise in a week. Let's see what we found out here. The same number of people said 1 time and 3 times. So we know that this one and this one are going to have the same number of people, but we don't have enough information right now to figure out how many people that is. So we're going to come back to that one a little later on. So let's keep reading. 5 people said 2 times. So here is 2 times a week. 5 people said they exercise 2 times a week. So we're going to make 5 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to make them kind of small. And you want to keep enough space so that you can tell the difference between them. Let's keep reading. 4 people said 4 times a week. So here is my 4 times a week, and we're going to show 4 people. Each X is a person. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people. Actually, I'm going to mush these together a little bit better. I kind of spread them out a little bit. There we go. So 4 people exercise 4 times a week. Now let's see if we have enough information to find out about how many people exercise 1 and 3 times a week. Remember, the same number of people said 1 time and 3 times. So remember, there were 15 people altogether that were asked the question, And let's see how many people have given us an answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we have 9 people that have answered. And there were 15 people altogether. So put 9 in your head and let's count up to 15. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it tells us that there are 6 people who either said they exercise 1 or 3 times a week. Now, it says that these had the same number. So 6 is an even number. So we can divide that into a group of 3 and another group of 3, and those are 2 equal groups. So 3 people, 1, 2, 3, said that they exercised 1 time a week, and 1, 2, 3 people said that they exercised 3 times a week. Okay, now let's count to make sure that we have all 15 people answering the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's how many people we needed on our line plot. So I think we've got everybody counted for. So you should have 3, 5, 3, and 4. Okay, the right math said, can you use a line plot to show data about favorite color? Remember, a line plot tells you how many times something occurs. So no, you can only use a line plot to show data about how often numbers occur in your data. So we can't use it for plotting out favorite colors. This is a different kind of graph. You'd have to use either a bar graph or a tally chart or even a picture graph. Okay, all right, nice job on that. Let's take a look at Math in My World, page 573. Hopefully you have this with you from your packet and you have your pencil ready to go. Ooh, that banana split looks delicious. All right, let's see what our directions say to do here. Ask 10 people how many times they eat dessert each week. Use the data to make a line plot. Answer each question. Answer the question. And then down here it says, how many times a week do most people eat dessert? Alrighty, so of course you are not able to ask your friends, so I have asked them for you for pretend. Alrighty, so Miss Willow, she always had dessert even at lunchtime, so I'm pretty sure she has a little bit of a dessert, probably after dinner too. So Miss Willow says she eats dessert 7 times a week. So remember, these are the number of times they have dessert every week. So Willow says she has dessert 7 times. So I'm going to put an X on the line plot, and this X represents Willow. Okay? We asked David. David says he eats dessert 5 times a week. So we're going to go over here to the 5 times a week he eats dessert, and we're going to put an X to represent David. Are you doing this with me? Do this with me on your line plot, please. Okay, then we asked Carter. Carter also eats dessert 5 times a week. So we're going to go over to the 5, and we're going to put an X above David for Carter's answer. Then we asked Alan. Alan, who is also a hockey player, has to have a lot of energy, just like David and Carter. He also eats dessert 5 times a week. So here's our 5. We're going to go up here, and we're going to put an X to represent Alan. We asked Liam. Liam eats dessert only 2 times a week. So we're going to go to the 2, and we're going to put an X to represent Liam's answer. His answer was 2 times a week. Oh, somebody's walking by the house outside. I'm sorry, guys. The next person is Josh. Josh eats dessert 4 times a week. So we're going to go over here to the 4. We're going to go up, and we're going to put an X to represent Josh's answer of 4 times a week. Okay, then we asked Easton. Easton says he eats dessert 3 times a week. So we're going to go over to the number 3, and we're going to put an X on our line plot here for Easton, who eats 3 times a week. Then we asked Joey. Joey eats dessert 2 times a week. So go to the 2 and put your line up here for Joey. And Catherine. Catherine only eats dessert 1 time a week. So we're going to go to the 1, and we're going to put an X right here on our line plot to show that Catherine eats dessert 1 time a week. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Tucker doesn't like anybody to walk in front of his house. He's a little cranky. All right, last but not least, we have Miss Audrey. Audrey loves dessert. She eats it 6 times a week. So here is our 6 times a week, and we have Miss Audrey on the line plot. All right, now it says, how many times a week do most people eat dessert? Well, we had 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times had 3 people. 6 only had 1, and 7 only had 1. So we are going to say that according to our line plot, most of our friends eat dessert 5 times a week. Yeah. There, that's how we do that. Now that we're all good and hungry. All right, let's turn our paper over. Let's continue our guided practice on the back here. You should be on 574. Tucker has calmed down in his chair. He's still looking out the window, though. He's still guarding the house. Let's hope he's quiet for the rest of the video. Alrighty, let's take a look. You can use data from a line plot to answer questions. So we have the number of students. This line plot shows the number of students in each class at a school. Okay, so let's see. There are 3 classes that have 20 students. There are 4 classes that have 21 students. And there is 1 class that has 22 students. So here's our question. How many students are in most of the classes? So this is the number in the class that has the most. Most classes have 21 kids. So most classes have 21 students, according to our line plot here. Okay. Now, we're going to use the data from this line plot over here to answer the questions. This is the number of hats. So, how many students have 2 hats? So we're going to go over here to the number 2. This means 2 hats. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students that have 2 hats. So we have 6 students for that one. The next question says, how many students have just 1 hat? So remember, these are the number of hats. So here's 1 hat, and each one of these X's represents a person or a student. So we have 1, 2, 3 students that have 1 hat. Number 3, how many students have 3 hats? So here's our 3 hats. Let's see how many students. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 students have 3 hats. Now this one's a little tricky. How many students have more than 2 hats? Okay, so here's our 2 hats. Are we going to count these students right here? If you said no, you were correct, because it says how many students have more than 2 hats. These are exactly 2 hats, and that is not more. So if you draw a line after the 2 hats, and we count everybody to the right of this line, because these kids have 3 hats, these kids have 4 hats, and this kiddo has 5 hats. So let's see how many students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 students who have more than 2 hats. 3, 4, and 5 are more than 2 hats. Does that make sense? You can't count the ones that have 2 because they said more than 2 hats. All right, your talk math. How are line plots the same or different than bar graphs or picture graphs? Well, let's think about this. Line plots, bar graphs, and picture graphs, they all show data. So that's one way that they're the same. Line plots use X's to show data. Picture graphs show pictures to show data. Bar graphs use bars of different lengths or different heights, depending on if it's horizontal or vertical, to show data. So they all give us data information, but they show it in different ways. One uses X's, one uses pictures, one uses bars. Okay. Now we're going to continue to do Friday's work, and even though it says independent practice, we're going to do it all together today, and we'll just get it done for the week. So it says, use the data from the line plot to answer the questions. Number of vegetables. So we're trying to find out who likes the most vegetables here. It says, which number has the most X's? So let's see, we've got 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see how that one's a little taller, and this one is also 5. So which number has the most X's? Why, that would be the number 4. Okay, so these are people who like 4 different kinds of vegetables. Okay, number 6. How many students like 4 vegetables? Here's our number 4. They like 4 different vegetables. But how many kids like 4 different vegetables? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 students like 4 different vegetables. So how many students? 6 because we have 6 X's, and each one of those X's represents a person, a student. Excuse me, had to sneeze. All right, number 7. Let's look at number 7. Which number has the fewest X's? Well, that's pretty easy to look at. The number 0 has the fewest X's. So that means that one person doesn't like any vegetables. That's too bad. Number 8. How many students like 2 vegetables? All right, so remember these are our number of vegetables. Here's our 2. Now how many students like 2 vegetables? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 students who like 2 vegetables. Okay, number 9 says, how many students were surveyed in all? Now you have to remember that the X's are the people. So we have to count the number of X's. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there were 24 people who were surveyed. They were asked the question, how many different kinds of vegetables do you like? And if we look at number 10, how many students like more than 1 vegetable? Okay, now here's that word again, more than 1 vegetable. So can we count the people who like 1 vegetable? Nope, because it said more than 1 vegetable. So 2, 3, 4, and 5 are more than 1 vegetable. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 people liked more than 1 vegetable. You also could have done it this way. You could have done 24 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could have done it 24 minus 5, and that would have also given you 19. Remember, there are many different ways to solve math problems sometimes, and I don't care how you get the answer as long as you get the right answer. Whatever strategy works best for you. All right, number 11. How many students do not like vegetables? Okay, so how many students don't like any vegetables? 0, nothing. Here's our 0, and here's our 1 student who does not like any vegetables. All right, let's turn our paper over, and we have page 576. We have the problem solving up here at the top. Let's take a look at this problem. It says, finish the line plot for Ashley. She needs to show that 3 friends each have 2 toy bears. So remember down here, these are the number of toy bears, right? So we've got 0 bears, 1 bear, 2 bears, 3 bears, 4 bears, and 5 bears. So Ashley needs to show that 3 friends each have 2 teddy bears. So we're going to go down to the black numbers here at the bottom. This means 2 teddy bears. And how many friends have 2 teddy bears? 3 friends. So now we're going to represent those 3 friends by using X's at the number 2. 1, 2, 3. So now our line plot shows that 3 people have 2 teddy bears. Okay. Let's check out the brain builder. This is a big line plot. 23 students. So 23 people were surveyed. They were asked a question. 23 students created this line plot to show how many fruits each student likes. So all of these are the number of fruits. Remember, we had vegetables the other time. Now we're talking about fruits. So let's see what we got here. 6 students like the same number of fruit. All right, but they didn't tell us what kind of fruit, so we don't know yet, do we? Okay, so we'll come back to that later. How many fruits does each of these 6 students like? Okay, so let's see. We have 2 students that don't like any fruit. We have 3 students that like 1 fruit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students that like 4 fruits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 students that like 5 fruits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 students that like 6 fruits. We have no students that like 7, no students that like 8, no students that like 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 students that like 10. Okay, so which plot on here shows that 6 students like the same number of fruit? Which one of these had 6? I think it was this tall one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this tells me that 6 students all like 4 fruits. So our answer is 4. 6 students all like 4 fruits. You have to remember what those X's mean. Those X's are the people. All right. Right math. Colton looks at the line plot above and says, 1 student likes 3 fruits. Tell why he is wrong and make it right. Okay, so he says that 1 student likes 3 fruits. So remember down here, these are the fruits. So here are 3 fruits, because it says 1 student likes 3 fruits. So here's our 3 fruits. Where's our student? Because if he says 1 student likes 3 fruits, there should be an X there for that 1 student. But there isn't an X there. So what did Colton do wrong? Let's take a look at the 3 fruits. Which one has a 3 here? Oh, we have this one right here. So remember, the X's are the people who answered the question. And these 3 people like how many fruits? They like 1 fruit. So he has them reversed, doesn't he? He is wrong because 3 people like 1 fruit. It's not the 3 with the 1 here. Here are the 3 people. They all like 1 fruit. So he had the X's and the numbers mixed up, didn't he? That's what's kind of confusing about a line plot. The 3 X's are the number of people, and down here is the number of fruit that they like. All right. That's all I have for today. So, like I said earlier, once you get your reading done, you are welcome to go outside and enjoy the day because we are done. So remember, tomorrow there will not be a video. Monday there will not be a video. I will talk to you again on Tuesday. Bye-bye.